the electoral college votes. The counts was taken on this day, January the 6th, in the House of Representatives. So, in doing all of this, there was Vice President Joe Biden, along with the Speaker, and members to be reading the counts. What they did was Paul Ryan selected two individuals to and he appointed them as tellers. So he selected the people he wanted to read these the ballots. Apparently, there was some issues with these ballots, and I'm quite certain that when Representative John Lewis made his interview stating that President Trump was a illegitimate president, it was probably because of this count, the electoral count. I'm gonna scroll down to it, and the reason why it's saying that I believe that it may be invalid because Vice President Biden he suppressed the members' voices. Almost everyone who had something to say about the validity of that ballot, he told them basically to shut up. He did that a lot to Miss Jackson, Representative Jackson, and he was basically, this is just unreal that this is, if you don't read the congressional records, you won't know because they're not making anything public. But these are public records. You're free to go ahead and read them as you will. And this information is for us to actually take action. We should have been doing this record was from January. We're almost into another year. And the only reason why these issues are coming up is because of the activities that's coming out of the Congress by the lead GOP and their crew. But anyway, let me get down to the counts. This is how he did most of them. Where the vice president suspended Maxine Waters, where she asked the member. She said, "Well, Mr. President, I do not wish to debate. I wish to ask, is there one United States senator who will join me in this letter of objection?" Vice President Biden told her the gentlewoman will suspend. Can you believe that? The chair has previously ruled a signature from a senator is required. Members of Congress, the certificates having been read, the tellers will ascertain and deliver the results to the President of the Senate. Senator Blunt, Mr. President, the undersigned Roy Blunt and Amy Klobuchar, tellers on the part of the Senate, they made some corrections to this, report the following as the result of the ascertainment and counting of the electoral vote for President and Vice President. So basically, this is probably where the amendment came in at. They probably did insert the correct count, and it was amended. We don't know. I'm not making no accusations or anything, but I do know that this is something that really needs to be looked into because they can't speak on it. It's not too much that they can do. Permission to place in the record a statement regarding the joint session of election. Ms. Jackson Lee, Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent to place in the record a statement regarding the joint session of election, the county electoral ballots, and as well the appropriate letters of objection and documentation. The Speaker pro tempore, is there objection to the request to the gentlewoman from Texas? And then it was adjourned. Well, what happened? Let me go up here and find that letter because we need to know what she was saying. A letter from the administrator. So they basically telling them about the regulations because this was work in the works well before President Trump was elected president. It's just my belief that Paul Ryan had an idea, because President Trump is unknowledgeable about the laws. He was gullible. He probably figured that you wash my hand, you wash my back, I wash your back. That he can probably help Paul Ryan implement this long-term dream that he had. And this long-term dream that he had is always been against the minorities, against people low income. He always had something against those that class of people. And as a representative for the people, he shouldn't have those feelings. So for this reason, I'm asking, we all need to we need to make our voices heard. We can't do no petitions because they're not getting no mail. They're not getting any telephone calls. We need to make our voices heard. We need to be seen. We need to, let's paste everything. Let's just paste this all across Facebook, letting everybody know that this should not happen. If we let this happen, do you see how they coming out about the rapes and the sexual assaults being committed against women? The next video I'm going to show you is the spending bill, and I want to show you what they put in the spending bill about sexual assault, because it's in here. So I'll see you in the next video.